Hi guys, my name's Ryan Redmond. Um, Turned 30 this year. I was born and raised in Newark, Ohio. Um, I'm getting married this September. Um, we will have a 3-year-old daughter here in August. Her name is Kinley. Her mom's name is Courtney. I don't have a lot of experience making YouTube videos. I'm hiding out in the basement because my kid's trying to sleep right now. Um, For the past 8 years, I've worked at Oakstown Academy in Westerville. We exclusively work with autistic kids. Um, I took this class to further my master's and get my res ed qualifications finished. It's very interesting so far. I chose the early childhood pathway as the majority of my students that I service are between the ages of 16 and 22. And I've noticed that many of them throughout the years are actually, though they're older, they are not even at a kindergarten reading level. We use the ALL program, lots of sight words. We've been working with phonics and phenome segmentation, sound blending, just trying to get to that kindergarten level. And reading the first few chapters of the book, it's really interesting to me what younger, more typically developing students um, can master by themselves. I can see I'm getting kind of long-winded already. Kind of one of my problems. So I'll talk a little bit about the balanced literacy framework and what I've gathered um, from my reading and what I've heard. Uh, so far, I've noted that the framework is a classroom-wide curriculum. I've viewed it as a living framework, kind of something that I believe our words we've used is as a continuum that kids can constantly move up and down the scale, being put in different groups with the same reading abilities. Um, the the framework is to be constantly evolving, congruent to the different aspects work together: the shared reading, the guided reading, the guided writing. They all work together with the goal of producing students that love to read. The thing I like about the framework being a continuum is that the children are immersed in reading all day long. They see it everywhere. They can read the walls, read the classroom, build off their words, off their names, and they get to practice oral language daily, and that's very important. It's something I did not do as a young student. Was never a very big reader. Later in life, found out I still have ADHD, and I had ADHD when I was younger. It was just never diagnosed, so focusing sometimes is a bit of an issue for me. Um, the balanced literacy framework. Um, a thing I liked about it that the book said was that it gives the teachers more freedom to more individualize work per student. The teacher's allowed to step back and work with the students more one-on-one to be able to build on their strengths and play to their strengths and build on their weaknesses. Um, and with the goal of independence being the long term and an overall goal of teaching the love of reading to create long life readers that because the only way to get better at reading is to have more reading. And the other thing I liked from a teaching standpoint that the book stated was that it doesn't matter how educated you are and familiar you are with reading, you can it builds confidence in teachers by saying that you can build the framework up. If you have a lot of knowledge, jump right in, put as many different aspects as possible in. But if you don't, if you're just now becoming familiar with the balanced literacy framework, that you can start with one or two elements and build up your skill set as a teacher as you move on throughout practicing using it. And As far as with phonics, we talked a little bit about that. Sorry, my thing just went off. Talked a little bit about how it's similar, how it's different from phonics is that phonics only focuses on beginning letter sounds and not practicing the elements of reading and writing. They practice by doing with the balanced literacy framework. I think that's a lot stronger way to learn if they can, like our more typically developed kindergartners and first grade graders and whatnot. And then the similarities between the balanced framework and phonics is that it's a guided, teacher guided um, framework both ways. Working with phonics has very set beginnings, middles, and ends, just as the framework does. It has different elements to it. And I'm getting really long-winded, but I'm excited to continue this journey and get to learn more about the framework and practice it and transition it over into my classroom. So when I'm a minute over, I'll stop right here. And I look forward to talking to you guys more in the future. Thank you.